Usually I'd lick my fingers, but I'm keeping it cute. All right. So, Antarctica, the mystical, the secret, the band. Yeah, we're not allowed to go there. All willy nilly. Okay, well, since Muhammad can't go to the mountain shall come to Muhammad. Mhm. Hello, everybody. Yes, I was trying to get some background sounds. I see greed and I see selfishness. Come down, Father, come down. I beg you, come down, Father, come down. Okay, so only you can talk to them, Father, 'cause they listen to no one else. So just bear with me, guys, while I set up. And I did it this way because, true say, this is a very, they call it impromptu. I'm giving people some time. What kind of sounds do I want? Father, enough things are going around ya. It's wickeder than before. We really think say we could have fixed things. But we can't do it by ourselves no more, so come down, Father, come down. Come down, Father, come down. I beg you, come down, Father, come down. Come down, Father. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the background sound. I wish it didn't have to be the way I see this world running. It didn't have to be. Hmm. All right, Most High. What do you want us to know? Well, first of all, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so that we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Yeah, please have your way. Take over. So, what do you want us to know about Antarctica? Father, enough things are going round here. It's wickeder than before. We really think say we could have run things, but it no look so anymore, no. Okay, so that one. Two and three. Come down, Father. Come down, come down, Father. Come down. I beg you, come down, Father. Come down. Come down, Father. Come down. Okay. So I've been guided to 1 million decks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. So, without further delay, let's dive right into it. I beg you, come down, Father. Come down. I beg you, come down, Creator. Come down. stay now, come down. That sound is kind of annoying and comforting at the same time, isn't it? Well, to me anyway. Two more times. I wish it didn't have to be the way I see. Big up Beres Hammond. This way running. Alright, loves, let's see. Judgment. It says you are being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. What does God want us to know about Antarctica? That's at the bottom of the deck. Let's get the message. So there's a case of misunderstanding. That's the first thing. And before I continue, dear Antarctica, can I please say on behalf of all humanity, our leaders do not represent our views, our attitudes, our approach to life. Okay? It's unfortunate that those are the pick of humanity that you had to deal with. But just know that they do not reflect who we are. Okay? They are thieves, they are murderers, they are liars. They're just horrible people. They're horrible to you, they're horrible to us. Okay? So, yeah. So don't let your dealings with our so-called heads of government affect we the people. Okay? I'm counting on you to direct your dissatisfaction in the direction that it belongs. Okay? We the people are not the ones hiding you from the world or suffering you, lying to you, destroying you and whatnot. We are not even allowed to visit you. Okay? So I'm hoping that you are fair in your judgments. Yeah. And if you take out our government, we won't mind. You'll be doing us a favor. You can have them. Because because we're better off without them. They suffer you, they suffer us. They're useless. The government and the elites that are running the government, don't forget the elites, yeah? They're the real source of your problems. Our society is being run by a whole bunch of dickheads, a whole bunch of criminals, fools, warmongers. Alright, so we got creative projects. What does God want us to know about Antarctica? We got creative projects. It is time to get things done. Make your creative projects a priority now. Interesting. So there are plans in place, okay? And God is saying you need to bring those plans to life now, okay? So what does God want us to know about Antarctica is Antarctica has plans, all right? The underlying issue is education. Education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. So that's talking about getting more knowledge. Okay. So these creative projects are, it's like study for Antarctica. Okay. So, yeah. Then we got trust and forgiveness. It's time to let down your guard and learn to trust again. You see? Yeah, so it's like knowing who, yeah, see, reconciliation. This relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. So we apologize on behalf of our worthless leaders, okay, who probably came into your part of the world and turned it upside fucking down the way that they do everywhere else. Okay? Wherever they go, they take their their the signature of destruction. They take their signature of dishonesty. They take their signature of bullshit with them. Okay? So, God is saying, whatever it is that you've got put in place to help to increase your knowledge about us and whatever else you need to know about, it's time for you to put these things to work. Okay? Because if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that God said that God wants to start this cleanup session of the earth with Montserrat, my dear little Montserrat, and Antarctica. So you play a very vital role in the reconciliation of all species, the reconciliation of the universe at large. Okay, it's time to forge friendships, real friendships, and you have to know who to trust. Okay, you have to know which humans to trust. All right. So we got limiting beliefs. This situation calls for reprogramming your belief system. So if you are in conflict about launching these creative projects, God wants you to know that you need not worry. It is time. Okay? And you're not on your own. We got speaking up. Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. So Antarctica is getting ready to take a stand, as they should. Okay? I don't know how these people that lead humanity got how they got. I don't know how they got so wrapped up in evil. Okay? Dishonor. I don't know how they got so wrapped up in these behaviors, but that's who they are. We don't like them either. okay, for good reason. Speak up, and we have it. Time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. Shit, and ours. Okay? So we have intuition. You are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. Because that is the creator talking to you. Okay? Align yourself with the creator of all things, and you'll be absolutely fine making these positive life changes. Okay? So we know that your intentions are good, dear Antarctica. Well, for those who didn't know, now you know. Okay? We got generosity. We know. If you didn't, see, natural born leader. God want you to lead out Antarctica. Alright? So it's for you to realize which of us are garbage and which of us are not. Because right now it's a time of healing. Right now is a time of healing. We don't want to be destroying each other and destroying the planet and destroying ourselves. That's just dumb. I don't know where these people come from who call themselves our heads or the elites or whatever the hell they call themselves. I really don't know. I don't know how they got. I don't know how they became that way. So what does God want us to know about Antarctica? Is that Antarctica is starting to take their rightful position and lead out when it comes to the healing of maybe the universe, certainly of Earth. Okay? Our leaders, quote unquote leaders, do not represent us. They're only our controllers. They're not actually leaders. They're not our representatives. They do not represent we the people. Almost everything that they do, we the people do not agree with. Right. Our government and those who are above them, the ones with the money, the corporations and the elites that give out the orders, they are the culprits here. Just remember who you see come into your territory and invade your territory. Antarctica. It was not with the people. Because there's so much poverty and whatnot in these parts of the world, and instead of using these monies that the government get to take care of its people, they use them to build weapons. They use them to do research on shit that's only meant to further their ability to control everything and everyone. And if they asked we the people, we would not be telling them to do that. They took it upon themselves and decide to do that. We are definitely not there when they're making these decisions. When they're having their secret meetings, we the people know absolutely nothing about it, and we are not in support of it. Because why would you want to go into another person's territory and kill them and control them, hold them captive? That's wickedness. We don't support that. That's what they do everywhere they go. About colonies, colony of England, eh? needs to put them in their place. They need to get put in their place. They control our armies, they control our police, they control our school system, they control our hospital system, they control all the shops, they control everybody. Well, them, not me, they don't control me. And they use all these institutions, they use all these elements of society to further their own agenda, which is not in the best interest of we the people. Yet we the people are the same people that support their bullshit. Although their bullshit is all aimed at suffering we the people. It's nonsense. Don't try to understand it. It's just foolishness. Okay? The people are afraid of the government. They're afraid of the corporations and the powerful people that are behind the government. They're afraid. I am not afraid. God didn't make me that way. Wrong is wrong and right is right. Period. Five more. At the bottom of the deck, we got Friday. Friday last week. Today is Wednesday. So we got 8 at the bottom of the deck. Let's see where God is going with this. I'm hearing infinity. Okay, let's see. So we got nighttime, Saturday, and 1. We're going to find out what that's about in a moment. The underlying issue here, we got 8 or infinity. Yeah, and a new beginning, blank card. infinite opportunities to begin again. So that's what this is about. Infinite opportunities to begin again. So basically it's saying like if relations are messed up, you could always try again. Never give up. Okay? So what does God want us to know about Antarctica? They never give up. Always willing to forgive. And that's how it should be, because people change, you know. Somebody who is your enemy today, they might be your best friend tomorrow. Somebody who's your best friend today, they might be your enemy tomorrow. People grow, people develop according to the circumstances that they have to deal with. It shapes the personality. So we just have to go with the flow, and it's like always try. I don't mean you're gonna be a fool for anybody. You'll know when to try and when to park them to one side, you know, when to slap them and so on. Yeah, we have birthday, beginning again. Ooh, beginning again, another blank card. Okay, so this is about always trying for the best. Because really and truly, the story of humanity is there are times when evil reigns and there's times when good reign. And every time that good is the most powerful energy at play, evil is always plotting to take over. And every time evil is the most powerful energy at play, good will always be plotting to take over. You know? And that's exactly how life should be. But what people fail to realize is that we need to work for what we want. You see? So if evil has taken over the earth, we, the people who have good intentions, we are the ones who need to put in the effort to rebalance the energy that's prevalent in the earth. We can't just sit aside and grumble and do nothing, because evil isn't doing nothing. They're doing what they have to do to make sure that they get their heart's desire. Their heart's desire is to control, corrupt, build up and break down as they see fit for their own personal benefit. Okay, that's what they do. So on the opposite side, you have to ask yourself, what does the opposite side do? We try to rebalance the thing, not just for ourselves but for everybody. That's what we do. They are selfish, we are selfless. We only express selfishness when it's for the highest good of the collective. Because if we ourselves are not well, we cannot effectively serve humanity. You see? So there's a time when you must take time for yourself and yourself only, so you can heal, regroup, meditate, get the answers that you need from the divine, so that you'll know how to proceed in your next chapter. Same mission, new chapter. Okay? And that's basically what this infinite beginnings is. Same mission, next chapter. So there's always this push and pull when it comes to good and evil. That's how God created it, and it's perfect. You know, I feel it's perfect. It gives us something to live for. Okay, on both sides. Because if everything was always perfect, what the hell are we here to do? And if everything was always evil, then we wouldn't be here. So we need that balance. And people shift teams all the time. It just depends on how life has directed them. Yeah. So nighttime, Saturday and first. I'm getting a beginning with the first. So let's see. Tell us about this, please, Most High. What happened on Saturday in the nighttime? And with the number 1. I just said what you told me. that meant, but I forgot. Oh, beginning. Okay. Okay. So yeah, what do you want us to know about nighttime on Saturday? What's this beginning? Where do we find that answer? I figured. Okay. Let's see. Nighttime Saturday. A new beginning. Just get a bit more information about that. So Antarctica is making moves, people. That's what God wants us to know about Antarctica. They got creative projects that they're using to educate themselves on the things that they need to know and the people that they need to know so that we can build respectable working relations with each other. Okay? So if you were wondering if people live on Antarctica, hell yes. Or else God wouldn't say that it's starting off this healing process of the earth and possibly the universe with them. Okay? So whoever they are who live on Antarctica, they are held in very high regard by the divine. Okay? And the divine is giving them their power back because their intentions are good. Three more. Okay. So there's a message here. So now I'm looking for the energy and I can't find it. I can kind of feel it, but it's not showing itself to me clearly. So I can't make the split, else I'll be doing nonsense. So God wants us to know that something is being perceived, but it cannot be pinpointed. Okay? And then there's a ruse. So there's something that we think is it, but it's not. It is elsewhere. So there's a bit of mystery going on in this situation. Okay? Whatever happened on Saturday night with this new beginning, that message that I just said about the shuffling here, that applies. So when you think you found it, you realize it's not that. Again and again. So it happens several times. Being misled, like a decoy. Yeah, it's happened a lot. So maybe Saturday night, you actually whatever this is that was being sought after was actually found. I'm hearing, yeah. So somebody was playing around with somebody's perception. Somebody was playing around with the truth. They were hiding the truth. Uh, they were identifying something as if it's the truth, only for the other person to realize that it's not the truth. And that happened many, 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 many times. Okay? The deception. Misleading. Being misled. Okay. So we got the Eight of Spring at the bottom of the deck. It says stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So like I said, it happened a lot of times. So stress that comes from having something happen too many times. Yeah. So somebody kept playing games over and 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 over, and the overs isn't done yet. There was more. As annoying as it sounded to listen, as annoying as it felt to listen to me say that word that many times, that's how many times somebody tried to deceive and play with somebody's emotions, somebody's intelligence, somebody's well-being. And yet, they forgive. Infinite opportunities to begin again. At some point, the deceiver needs to get slapped and kicked, or just park to one side and say, yo, don't come around me, period. So let's see what happened on Saturday night. So we got the Empress card. It says, time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury or peace, blessings, good times. But it was kind of in the reverse, so let's just check the energy before we continue. Feels at peace like this. See, that's in the reverse. So Saturday night, somebody thought that it was time to take action. Somebody thought that they were finally on their way to making real progress, positive progress, and it was deception again. Happening over and over and over and over and over. So the Chariot card comes next. It says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So they just keep being blocked. They keep being fooled by the magician. Magician card come next. It says you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. So this is the reason why Antarctica is now stepping into another mode. So now it's like they're in a mode of getting information so that this doesn't keep on happening. Because at some point, this becomes tiring. Okay, this type of behavior will bring out the worst in anybody. And before they have to blow up all the innocent people that didn't do anything, they say, you know what? We need to get some information. That's why the education card came out. Okay, we need to learn more because something isn't right. But you see, this feels like that energy where when you're a good person, you tend to think everybody else is a good person. You know, just as when you're an evil person, you choose to see everybody else as an evil person. So now they're starting to wake up and see that these people that they're dealing with, they can't be trusted. So finally they're catching on that our government or our heads, they depend fuckery. And so they're changing their approach to their relationship with our quote unquote government, our controllers. Okay? So that they can bring about the Ten of Pentacles. It says, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So Antarctica just want to have good relations among their own people and with anybody else who they should be having good relations with. Okay? And these people just keep playing with their emotions and playing with their intelligence, disgracing their intelligence. But you know, as Bob Marley say, every day the bucket a go a well, one day the bottom a go drop out. And like I said, Antarctica, you'd be doing all of us a favor. Every day the bucket a go a well, one day the bottom a go drop out. One day the bottom a go drop out. Yeah. They're horrible people. They're horrible to everyone. And I've been hearing stories about them having made agreements with galactic beings. And it's the same attitude that they use on these galactic beings. Eh? Beings that should be seen as more exalted than their little lowly shitty asses. They have the nerve to disgrace them. Play with their intelligence. Eh? Dishonor them. Don't worry, man. Every day your bucket will go a well, and one day the bottom will drop out. And nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. Talking to our controllers, aka our leaders. These wannabe giants of the earth who don't know their place. Somebody gonna put you in your place. So this that's coming here is a message for Antarctica. Okay. I was told to tell you this whatever message is about to come out, this is a message to, what do you call them, Antarcticans? To the people of Antarctica. Whoever live on Antarctica, or whatever live on Antarctica, this is a message for you. And these shitty little humans, they don't even know anything. They don't know anything. All the wisdom that they got from the same galactic beings. They probably got from the same Antarctic people. And they go and they play nice and they get your information, they get your wisdom, they get your minerals, they get your technology, they get all this stuff, and then they use it against you to try to conquer you. We won't miss them because they're making it bad for all of us. We need a break from them so that we can love each other again freely. So that we can actually experience a little slice of heaven on earth without so much interference and interruption. We've been living in hell for a very long time. We've been experiencing hell amongst ourselves for a very long time. And it's because of them. Our so-called elites, our so-called leaders, our so-called government, and their stupid rules, and their disgraceful principles, and their ridiculous ideologies and philosophies. One more. Their dishonorable aims and objectives. Okay, so we have nothing will come of this situation. At the bottom of the deck. We're gonna fail. The evil ones are not destined to win this battle. So Antarctica, come what may, hold your vision. You're on the right track. And God is in support of you. Okay? Hold your vision. Come what may. No matter what it looks like, stay the course. The underlying issue, we have your hard work is paying off. So even if it looks like you're not making progress, God wants you to know that behind the scenes you are making progress. You are destined. You are destined to make progress. You're destined to succeed. See? You are destined to succeed. Believe in the impossible. So no matter what it looks like in your mind, hold your vision that you will win. God will guide you. God will guide you all. Okay? God will guide you to make the right moves at the right time. God will guide you to be still when it's time to be still and do nothing, say nothing. God will guide you to the right people. God will create the right circumstances. Allow the miracles to flow into your life. Okay? Trust in the divine. Trust in the process. And when you feel weak, pray to the divine. Ask the divine for clarity. Ask the divine for patience. Ask the divine for understanding. Ask the divine for whatever you need. Renewed strength, renewed confidence, whatever you need, you ask. See, a new romantic cycle begins. It's time for some heaven on earth, man. It's time for us to get along with each other. It's time for us to be supportive of each other rather than tearing each other down. That's not getting us anywhere. We still don't know how the pyramids were built. Certainly the pyramids were not built by people who see the world through these eyes of wickedness, through the eyes of division. People who see the world like that, and people who interact with nature and the world just based on evil and selfishness, they will never get that power. Never, ever, 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 ever in your miserable existence get that kind of power. These things were done through love. Love of self, love of humanity, love of your community. It was done through respect for the divine and respect for nature. We are too far from where we should be. We did not give this gift to ourselves. How about we show some respect to the gift giver? Until we do that, we will never experience peace. So God says your dream need a practical plan and balance spirituality and practicality. Exactly. Okay? So bring God into the situation. That's the spirituality, and the practicality are we, the instruments. Let God be the head and we be the instruments. Take instruction from the divine itself. And just know that the energy is gaining momentum. So progress that you've never seen made before, you will see it. Be bold and make the first move. So don't let fear stop you. Don't let fear stop you. Do not be discouraged, Antarctica. You are being very supported at this time. I believe that the rest of this message is for you, Antarctica. Yeah, so everything else from here, this is for you guys. So God told us what we need to know about Antarctica already. Now God is talking to Antarctica itself, the people of Antarctica. So Antarctica on Saturday night said, "This is the last straw." They were like, "Yeah, it's time for something else. This cannot carry on." At the bottom of the deck, we got keep the hygiene at a high level. Yeah, keep the hygiene at a high level, Antarctica. So basically, this is saying the innocent. Okay, keep your karmic report clean. Do not commit offenses in an effort to protect yourself or to get justice. It's still imperative that you do the right thing. Do not allow your anger to lead the way, or your disappointment. Be level-headed. Okay? Keep it clean. All right? Because that's where your superpower is at. It's in being fair. It's in doing the right thing. Do your best and let God take care of the rest. Yeah? Because the battle truly isn't ours, it is the Lord's. We're just the instruments. We are the hands and the feet and the eyes and the brain and the mouth and the nose and everything else. The voice. But God is the one that's truly bringing justice for us. We just have to follow God's instruction, God's commands. I don't know if I said God's instruction just now. It felt like I said obstruction. Follow God's obstruction. Follow God's obstruction. Yeah, trust in the process. So follow God's instruction and follow God's obstructions. Yeah, that makes sense. Because sometimes God block our way and we think, oh my God, this is supposed to work. You told me to do this, but you did what you were supposed to do. So allow God to do what it needs to do. Because it could have been a decoy. So God might tell you, go do something. And when you go do this thing, it doesn't work. That's exactly how God wants it to be. Okay? So follow God's instruction and trust in God's obstruction. If it doesn't work, it's meant to not work. Okay? However it goes, that's how it's meant to be, because God is the greatest strategist. In dealing with a case like this, you need good strategy. Okay? You cannot be predictable. So God will send you to do something or send you to say something and whatnot sometimes, and then it will look like God is fighting against you. God is not fighting against you. God is fighting for you. So trust in God's obstruction. It was to fool the enemy. Because they think they're the smartest thing on earth. They think they're smarter than everybody. Okay. So what do we need? This one first. Stop talking about it, be about it. Yeah, God said time for talking is over. Make moves. You're supported. Make moves. And then we have get a professional for that. So anything you think you can't handle, God has provided somebody who can. Okay? The underlying issue, it's time to change up your look. It's time to change up your look in the eyes of your enemy. So where they once saw you as easy to conquer, where they once saw you as gullible, where they once saw you as a fool, you need to show them, yeah, this is not that. I was being nice to you. I know you don't know what that means or what that looks like. But now, I see I need to handle you differently. You don't deserve my kindness or my patience or my trust. But yet still keep your hygiene at an all-time high. So tread a fine line of justice. Okay? Yeah, good conflict resolution skills are great to have. Good conflict resolution skills are great to have. So keep it clean, but do what you have to do. Beware of thieves, scammers, haters. Yeah, our government and the people behind them. Yeah, beware of them, idiots. So we got try not to take calls while working on a client. So that is talking about don't be pulled off track. Don't let anything break your focus. Know what to give your attention to and what not to give your attention to. Okay? So don't let anything pull you off track. Follow your vibe. You don't have to pay attention to everything. Sometimes it's meant to take your attention away from what you really should be doing so that it weakens your ability to be effective or successful. You see? So we got, just listen, we got alternate between heels and flat shoes to prevent swelling. I made this deck for hairdressing work, right? But what this is saying in your situation is alternate between when you should allow your attention to go elsewhere and when you should not. That's what I'm getting. Okay? So there's a time to pay attention to something that's calling your attention away, and there's a time to just brush it off and keep doing what you're doing. Right. And say thank you to your junior and senior colleagues. So don't forget to appreciate your people who are actually making things work, okay? That encourages people to want to put in extra effort. Thank you goes a very long way, okay? So don't hesitate to appreciate your people for the work that they're doing, okay? And take time to eat and gain energy to avoid health issues. So remember to take care of yourself in all your workings. Do not forget to look after yourself and your loved ones. So this could be not only talking about food, but also spending time with your children, spending time with family, spending time off the battlefield to nurture your loved ones. Okay, do not spend all of your time on the battlefield because God has your back. God wants you to maintain a balanced environment. Okay? And stay out of office politics and drama. So don't get caught up in any issues that you do not need to get caught up in. Okay? Time to upgrade your work ethics. Yeah. Talking about staying focused, balance work and home life, and stuff like that. Right? So let's see what else God wants to tell you at this time. Do not let this battle consume you. Take time to love your families and your friends. It will renew your strength. Take time to have fun. Because you're not fighting by yourself. God is behind the scenes fighting on your behalf. Mother Nature itself is fighting on your behalf, so you don't need to do everything. Trust the process. So something happened last Friday, and by Saturday night, Antarctica was like, you know what? I've had enough of this shit. I like it. Yeah, man. Time to switch gears. And God is like, yep, I'm right behind you. Two more. And the so-called United Nations. United Nations, you're fucking useless. All y'all. Every last one of you who work for the United Nations, you're just a pile of bullshit. But you get yours. All governments, all police, all fire people, all teacher, all nurse, all y'all are just a pile of crap. Y'all need to get it together. Do what you say you're here to do. Fucking monsters. Y'all sickening. I don't give a fuck. If I get sick and have to come to the hospital, let your goddamn conscience be your guide. If you're mad at me for me telling you the truth, then do what the fuck you want. Let me die. If you're a police officer and you're fucking offended by what I'm saying, let whoever's trying to kill me, if that's what your heart tells you to do. Y'all are weak. Y'all are spineless. Y'all are disgraceful. Do what the fuck you say you're supposed to be doing. Do what the fuck you got up out your bed and put on your clothes and go to work to do. You're supposed to be defending the people. You're supposed to be defending what is right. All of y'all in the government offices, y'all are supposed to be helping to maintain society and make this place workable and livable, respectable. That's what y'all are here to do. That's what you say. Do it. And stop doing nonsense that you know you're not supposed to fucking do. Every day, you're just killing your conscience more and more and more, doing dumb shit. The bottom of the deck, we got wise. Y'all do this shit because you think that nobody see. You think that nobody gonna do anything about it. Keep telling yourselves that. Every day the rope around your bumper clock neck will get tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And don't worry, it won't happen in a week. It won't happen in a month. It might take a few years, but expect it. Nonsense. If you can't do your job, leave that job and find something else that you could do that's not gonna make you defile your soul. About this is how I get paid, I have to feed my family. Tell God that when the time comes. See if it's gonna make a difference to your judgment. You make your bed, you're gonna lay in it. Y'all are disgusting. With your Louis Vuitton shoes and your Bumbleclad Gucci bag and your whoever name brand this and name brand that, looking all clean and dapper when your inside is just fucking rotten. Then you want to grab onto your sons and your daughters like, they're not good enough for my son or daughter. All y'all are rotten. Your fucking son and daughter is not good enough for whoever the hell you're trying to keep him or her from. Whoever you're trying to stop from coming into your rascal expensive house. Your house isn't worthy to entertain them either. Everything you got is just nasty. Blood money. Corruption. Dirty money. All your clothes, your hairstyle, your fingernails, your shoes, your watch, everything is filthy. I'll give a fuck how much you spent for it. You're dirty. Disgusting. So Antarctica, God says silence. And we have disrespectful. At the bottom of the deck, we got wise, sober, shy. So God is saying, don't let people move you with their words. Be silent to the disrespectful. You don't have to feed them any energy at all. Okay? Just be wise and be cool. Be wise and be cool. Don't let anybody cause anger to rise up in you just by the dumb words that they say or the dumb things that they do. Don't let nobody pull you off of your place of peace. And if you do get pulled off, find yourself back ASAP, as soon as possible. Don't let nobody move you unless you want to be moved. You see? Yeah. Let them say that you're shy. Let them say that you're soft. You don't have to pay attention to every barking dog. Okay? We got airheaded is a rational approach in this case. Okay? Just be empty, be at peace, be free. You see? Maintain your contentment, your peace and happiness. Yeah, just be cool. That's what's valued. God wants to see you just be cool, be level-headed in all circumstances. Try to maintain your level-headedness. Because they're going to say and do things to try and anger you. Don't give them that power over you. You have power over your mentality and your body, your mind, body, and mind, body, and spirit. You have control over that. Don't let them draw on you like a puppet master. That's what they do best. Let that fail. Show them that you already have a master. Your God and yourself is your master. Because they're going to try to do some really silly things in the future, thinking that they could still encourage you to be up under their command. They're going to insult your intelligence even more. They're going to tamper with your peace even more. Don't let it work. Don't let it get to you. That's what God says. You are the master of your peace. They wake up to go to work every day saying they're going to work. All they're going out to do is carry on the wicked man's plan. That's it. Further the wicked man's agenda. Why? Because they're paying their wages. That's why. Alright. No problem. If that's how you choose to go forward, continue going forward like that, and let's see where you end up. Because all these things that you've been sacrificing your dignity for, all these things you've been sacrificing your integrity for, it will all come to naught. Watch your house go up in flames. Watch your car get total. That's how it works. You put out that work, you're going to get back that work. You see me? So you better enjoy it while you have it now, because you will not be able to keep it. It's ill-gotten gain. It's dirty money that got it. God don't respect that. So you better enjoy your time with it, because it's limited. All your expensive clothes and whatnot, watch all that shit come to nothing. And I'm not wishing bad on you, I'm telling you how the rules go. I'm talking to all the police and all the teachers and all the fire people and all the soldiers and all the hospital people and all. Everybody that is in the workings of society that know they are doing wrong to get their paycheck, watch your shit come to naught. Better enjoy it while you have it. Because you see how up high you go, God won't put you right back down low and make you start over from scratch and do it right this time. Do it the right way this time. Act with some integrity this time. You got a couple of years to enjoy it. And you'll be begging for death and death will not come. You must go through your judgment. What you put out, you expect it back. It will come back. So you have fun putting that dumb shit out into the universe now. So we're going to have fun watching you have to endure the consequences of your choices. It is only right that you lose everything once you got them through dirty deeds. It's only right. Or else what would God be teaching you if God allow you to keep those things that you gain through dirty deeds? God will be teaching you that it's okay. It's not okay. So your father, mother, God, the universe your ancestors, your guides, your archangels, whatever it is you believe in, they're gonna punish you. They give you your heart desire and then they punish you with it. You can't say they didn't give you what you asked for. Now it's time to pay. Remember that. Elites, that goes for you too. From those at the head, come right down to the least of you. Dirty deeds, don't pay. Or the pay from dirty deeds don't last. And if you don't like my chatting, leave. I didn't invite you here. I just put on my live and do what I do. I didn't tell you come. Back the fuck up if you don't like what I'm saying. Go off in your bliss of a false sense of security. Because suddenly, just like magic, it's all gone. So back to you, Antarctica. At the bottom of the deck, we've got food. Let's see where God is going with this. That could mean a number of things. Okay, so we got, let me check this one first. Okay, so the first card we have to come out Antarctica is Ode. Okay, and then we have Salesperson, but it came out in the reverse. So Salesperson. So somebody's trying to sell something, but in the reverse, they're not trying to sell anything. So I'm kind of getting, don't repay evil for evil. You do owe them, you do deserve justice, but do not repay evil for evil. Don't do what they did to you, basically. That says that's not the right formula. Okay? So let's see. Underlying issue, we got food, studying, God. Alright. So daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. That's what I'm getting with that. So keep your eyes and your mind on God. Let God guide you. Because you know when God guides you, it's, trust me, the justice that God give us is nothing compared to the justice that we could get for ourselves. So God is saying, yes, you owe them some slaps. You owe them what they did to you. They deserve to get back what they did to you. But God says, no, we're not going to go that route. I got a better idea. So what I want you to do is pray for your daily bread from God. Ask God to show you the way. Keep your eye on God and God's law. Make sure you stay on the right side of God's law. Follow those dreams. Messages from the divine head creator. So God says, I'm going to tell you. Keep your mind and your eyes on my ways. I'm going to guide you towards healing. Okay? God says, I got the formula. Trust me. I was hired. God said, hire me and be patient. Okay? Hire me and be patient. So work with me and be patient. I like that. God said, put me on the job, Antarctica, and be patient. Feel like somebody's doing some juju. They want me to bite my tongue. Back to sender. Let's see what else God wants to tell you, Antarctica. Because you know God will not come into your situation if you don't invite God in. Okay? Sometimes God does things on our behalf, but most times God wants to be invited into our situations. Okay? God already gave us the gift of life. God isn't trying to control what we do with it. You understand? That's not how a gift giver, a real gift giver, do things. You see? Once I give you the gift, it's yours to do it as you please. But it's like God is the mechanic. God understands the gift. So God want to give you, if you need some maintenance. And right now, we all need that maintenance. So we need to invite the one who understands the gift in to show us how to manage the gift best. How to navigate the gift best. You understand? There are times when we could do things on our own, but there are times when we need God. Right now, we need God. And when we do things on our own, don't think it's our own strength. It's just the reserves from what God already gave us. It's always God's. It's just the reserves. Okay. That's how I learned it anyway. But when you need that extra oomph, enlist God's assistance. Hire God. Partner up with God. And the best way is to actually befriend God. It's like make God just a regular part of your life. That pleases God. Just like you have your children. You would love for your children to see you as a friend. Someone that they could just chill with. Have fun times. Have educational times. Have mysterious times. just you're a part of my life and I appreciate you type of energy, you know? Feels good. No force though, it's no force. You don't have to. But it's beautiful. Life with God is beautiful. God doesn't expect you to be perfect, okay? God knows that we're broken. So we got frightened and miserable, wanting to show themselves. Yeah. Don't see being friends with God as something frightening or something to make you miserable. That's why I started to tell you, yeah, God don't expect you to be perfect, okay? God knows how it made us. We were made imperfect, all right? Striving for a better version of ourselves. So be free, you know? Laugh at your mistakes, okay? It's not that serious to God. God is very forgiving, very patient, very merciful, very nurturing. Just think of how you would be to your child. God is even better than you. Hmm? You don't want your child to fear you. Embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed either. Okay? When you get it wrong, don't be embarrassed. God understands better than you do. God is just waiting for you to understand yourself. God is not the way how we've been taught. Okay? We've been taught that God is something to fear. God is not something to fear. God is something to love. Okay? The only time we need to fear God is when we keep fucking up without conscience. God keeps showing us nicely, don't do that. And we keep doing the dumb shit. God is like, no, don't do that. Yeah. God speaks very gently to us. And then after a while, you get to find out why God was telling you don't do that. God is like, see, I tried to tell you. You didn't believe it. I tried to told you. God doesn't force us to do anything. God advises us, you know. Whether you want to listen or not, it's your business. Because the law has already been set, you know. So, you'll find out. Trial and error. Three more. Sheesh. Alright, at the bottom of the deck we got Warmonger. Sound like somebody we know. Don't be them. Don't behave like them. This advice that God is giving you is actually, that's my advice too for dealing with these same idiots. I don't want to fight with them all the time. It's just like, y'all ain't even important. I'm gonna fight you when I feel like, because I know when I feel like fighting you, that means all of the energies have aligned. And when I give you that punch, you're gonna feel it. So enjoy. Enjoy your freedom while you have it. When I get up from off my throne and come on the battlefield, you're gonna wish I sat back down. Oh, okay. So we have a blank card first. So that talks about fresh energy. And we got sugar mommy or sugar daddy. Interesting. Ah. And then we got the addict at the bottom of the deck. So a sugar mommy or daddy is someone who provides for someone else in return for whatever. So this person just, they're addicted. They're addicted to sucking from you, sucking your intelligence, sucking your information. So it's like they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back because you have the answers, you have the antidotes, you have the intelligence, you have the technology, you have what they need. Okay? They're gonna come back and try to be nice to you. We got therapists, so they're gonna come in again and try to make up with you, you know. Yeah, we got eavesdropper and lazy, weak-minded. So they know that they're losers. They're gonna come back in and try kiss your ass, but it's just to manipulate you one more time. Same old shit. Okay? Because you have what these clowns need. Because they're empty vessels, really. They just go around sucking everybody else's intelligence. That's how they survive. They leech off of other people. They leech off of other people's talents, other people's intelligence, other people's courage, other people's work. That's all they do. Okay? So they'll be back. Because they're addicted to what you can do for them. But just know it's more of the same. Alright? They don't want to be your friend. Our leaders want to use you. They want to use you for what you have, what they can gain from you. And they're willing to kiss your ass and make you think that you're friends again, make you think that this time they're going to be loyal to you when it's just manipulation. So don't fall for it, Antarctica. Same shit, different day. Different style too, you know? They can't survive on their own, yeah? They can't make good progress on their own. But yet still, the people that they need to depend on to help them to be a success and to help them to move forward, they treat them like crap. Elites never bite the hand that feeds you. Every day the bucket will go a well. One day the bottom will go drop out. All you people who don't know how to light wood fires and cook on a coal pot, you better learn how. All of you who don't know how to wash on your hand, you only know to rely on electricity and washing machine, you better learn how to wash on your hand. All of you who feel like you can't do without internet and you can't do without electricity, you better learn how to survive and have a great life without it, just in case. All these luxuries that you've gotten so attached to, you better imagine a life without it and how you're going to navigate you and your family through it. Learn how to live without all these luxuries. I'm not saying live without these luxuries, I'm saying know how to. So if everything gets shut down because of the work of these elites and our government, if these people that they're depending upon stop helping them, we are going to get hit somehow. We the people will suffer somehow. And I don't know how, but I'm just saying it's good to know foundational stuff. How do you preserve food without without a fridge? How would you preserve your meat without a fridge? How do you preserve your veg without a fridge? All the things that we rely on electricity and technology to do, can you survive without them? We were doing it before these things were invented, so the answer should be yes. Learn how. Because America and England and their allies like to go around the world like they run this. No, you don't. Two more. We don't be having anything to do with the wars, yet still we the people suffer. So we got rebelling to stop sexual immorality or harassment. So I've learned that sexual, when it come up in these cards, it's not actual sex. It's talking about the exchange, the way how one deals with another. Okay, so it's a rebellion to stop being mistreated, the immoral treatment and the harassment, insulting Antarctica's intelligence, insulting them, biting the hand that feed you. They're gonna rebel. They should rebel. Because how else are you gonna stop? Antarctica, you have my vote. Rebel. I don't care who don't like it. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If we have to suffer some in order to bring about justice, then let it be. God said keep it clean, but all sufferation cannot be avoided. It's going to hit us somehow. And that's what we get for not keeping our leaders in check. We gave them the reins and allowed them to do whatever they feel like. And then we have to suffer the consequences. And yet still we sit by as if we don't have a right to put them in their place. We deserve exactly what we get. We deserve to suffer some. For us not putting our leaders and the elites in their place. So before you get vexed at our leaders and the elites, remember that you have some blame. We don't care if fear was crippling you. You are responsible for your future and the future of your children, not the government, not the elites. So if you want to sit by and allow them to make all these dumb decisions and all these stupid moves on our behalf, suffer we must. They go around the whole world abusing everybody, stealing their stuff, killing their people, destroying what they want to destroy. And what do we do about it? We support them. Not we. Y'all support them. By keeping the engine moving, keeping the machine going. The soldiers support them, the police support them, the people in the government offices support them by keeping things going. We the people support them by keep buying this stuff and funneling money into the economy and going on like we can't live without anything. We take all type of shit. The money that we put in, that's what they use to build weapons and buy this from this place and to do their evil. Oh. Look at that. Boost sales and income. All about the money. Money and power. That's it. The bottom line is defamation. Create anger. Rebelling for better working contract terms. Exactly, there needs to be respect. It's just like Africa. America will not leave Africa for the Africans to govern itself. And the Africans will not stand up against being invaded by all these other countries. America and France and all these things. Africa is supposed to be one of the richest countries in the world. Africa's people are supposed to be thriving, not trying to get by. They have the richest soils. Most of the minerals that are used in appliances over here, they come from Africa. But yet still, they go in there and take over. Whether straightforward or from behind the scenes. So we the people allow them. The presidents, all the people who work, we allow them. So we deserve to get what is coming. Yeah. The way how we interact with each other, it needs to change. The way how our leaders interact with the rest of the world, it needs to change. They need to act with integrity. They need to know their fucking place. They need to be put in their place if they decide to act like they have the right to cross over people's boundaries. Yes, I fucking said it. Because it's true. You're putting everybody else at jeopardy with your nonsense. It's the truth. They want to be the ones to have all the money and the power, even on another person's territory. They have no respect for people's boundaries, and we don't stand up and make them respect our boundaries. And that's why they keep doing what they're doing. And that's why we deserve to suffer. If you have a child who goes out and abuses people, and that child come in your house and you discipline that child and tell that child that they shouldn't be doing that, punish that child and make that child suffer for it. When that child turns on us, we deserve it. When victims of that child turns on us, we deserve it. We need to play our part, and God will protect us from any harm that may come to us, because God sees us try our best, but we do nothing but abuse each other. And the real ones who should be suffering, they're living happy. They're on their yacht. They're having orgies. Their dog live in a better house than us. Better bed. Their dog get more respect from them than we do. And we are the ones who are fucking making their machine continue to work. I'm almost done. I got 2 more. I don't care. Y'all don't have to like me. You already cut me out of society for no good reason. I'm happy to stay outside. So when people are fucking up those who are in support of these people, I won't be included in that number. I want to go around the world bullying everybody out of their property and out of their possessions. You're supposed to be buying oil and buying diamonds and buying bauxite or whatever it's called, and buying uranium or whatever from Africa and everywhere else in the world that you get it from. But you don't want to buy nothing from nobody. You want to bully it out of people. You want to bully people into giving it to you, and then you sell it back to us for 2 arms and 2 legs. And in the cheapest way too, so that we have to keep coming back and buying from you. You give us medicines that actually don't really work. So we will continue to be sick, so we have to continue to keep coming to you. You give us cars, you give us crappy metals. What used to be a metal is now like a plastic. You get into an accident, the whole car just crush in. Yet they're more expensive. I don't care who don't like me. You sell us phones, now they have no jack. So we have to buy Bluetooth to go with the phone. You sell us a phone, we can't really use the phone unless we buy a cover for the phone. Money. Boost sales and income. That's it. I don't know why I want God to do with you evil people, but I don't want God to kill you. You must suffer. But I do not wish for you to die. I wish for you to understand. I wish for your children to understand. I will have my wish. We're not looking for perfection. But things need to be better. We're too far gone. And then you do what you do without conscience and without consequence. It's time for you to feel, because you won't hear. It's time for the bucket go well and the bottom drop out. Remember that financial earthquake that God predicted to come to you elites, to come to you corporations that's behind our government. It's going to come. Look like money is the only language you speak. God knows how to speak your language. You know how to speak the language of making money. God's going to teach you the language of losing money. One more time. At the bottom of the deck we got artists. What does an artist do? An artist create. An artist makes. the card we have to come out is Handyman. Okay, let's see the energy because it was in the reverse. Okay, it's in the upright. So a handyman, an artist, somebody who is meant to create something. Let's see where God is going with this. The underlying issue. We got a bartender. Okay. Sometimes that speaks of law. Sometimes it could actually just be a bartender. We got domestic. Dressmaker or tailor. I will interpret the cards, okay? We got farmer, janitor or cleaner. We got model, homemaker. Here be an example. Imam, earth angel, activist. And my singer card talks about when you're communicating, communicate with respect. So singing is just talking about gentle communication, okay? Respectable communication. And then we have CEO. So you are in charge, but you do not have to disrespect people to maintain your authority. Okay? So God is saying whoever you send out to represent you, they need to be humble. Earth angel, Imam energy. But be a boss. You don't have to be ruthless to be powerful. You don't have to be loud to be powerful. You don't have to be disrespectful to be powerful. Okay? That's the message from Jack Deck. So it's talking about cleaning up. So whatever work this handyman goes out to do, to clean up relations, to clean up the bartender, could have to do with law or rules. Okay? Because when you pass for being a lawyer, you pass the bar. So that card comes up as bartender sometimes when it's talking about someone dealing with law. Okay, so this was relating to law, and God says when you go out to lay down the law, be respectful. Don't let anybody take you for a fool, but do not try to clown anybody either. Treat them with respect. Okay, and even if they get rowdy, you don't have to follow suit unless you think it's the best thing to do. But maintain a level of godliness, a level of respect. Okay? I'm hungry. All my food come out, my body. This is the last one. And then the reading is done. Let God work through you. So all those who are part of this cleanup crew, that's the rule, that's the law. Let God work through you. You're not on your own. You're moving the earth on divine authority. So you don't need to get rowdy. Unless you want to. Unless the situation calls for it. I apologize on the behalf of my belly. Sound like thunder. It's just hunger. Three more. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we got Mary Magdalene. It says, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Antarctica. That's what God wants you to know. It could be you are the bridge between heaven and earth. You're fully human and fully divine. Or fully whatever and fully divine. I don't even know what y'all look like. But that's why they come to you and they get all your knowledge on medicine, architecture, diet and nutrition, weapons, psychology. Yeah, they come to you, they get all this. God gave it to you. This level of intelligence can only come from the Creator. That's why I say people like us cannot duplicate the pyramids, because we are not vibrating on such a level that those bits of knowledge would be even given to us. Because if we're so evil and so lowly, imagine what we would do with that knowledge. You know? So that's why we can't do them things now, because we're not mature enough for that level of knowledge. Because when we get that level of knowledge, we do nonsense with it. We use it for evil and not for good. So God will never open up those gates to us. But you, Antarctica, you have it. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. God teach you, you teach us. For those of us who are humble enough to connect to the divine, God teach us, we teach others. But you have to get access through God's blessing. God has to give you authority to harness that knowledge. But especially our leaders, they're so far from God. They would never get these things. So they have to steal it from everybody else who get it. Not knowing that they too have the power, but they have no discipline. And that's their crime. That's their biggest crime. They have no discipline. They don't know how to tell themselves no to something that they desire. They know to tell everybody else no, but they never say no to themselves. Rabbiah, it says the queen of saintly women or men. It says, I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. The end, okay? There's power for you. There is power for you. That's all God has to say to you. You are the queen or king of saintly women and saintly men. So it's like God holds you in higher esteem in Antarctica. So it's like you are closer to God than even people like myself who consider myself close to God. So God wants you to stand in that divinity, stand in that power and authority humbly. You know, you're a boss. God wants you to know it and exude it. And it doesn't matter what happened in the past, how they treated you, and what they were able to get away with. This is a new day. Blank card. This is a new beginning. Today is the 1st. This is your birthday. Okay? From that Saturday night, yeah, that was your birthday. So mark the date. You became you upgraded a level. Okay? I forgot to tell you the underlying issue. It says, Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. See, these clowns who are in charge of our society, they don't understand that. They don't understand giving endlessly. They feel like they have to grab this and grab that and hold on to this and hold on to that as if it's about to run out. And in doing so, they step on everybody and everything without care, without mercy, because they're thinking we have to preserve ourselves and our families and ours. Fuck everybody and everything else. That's how they keep failing. Yeah. They don't know about being in service of divine love. They don't know about that. They don't move the way that love asks them to move. They do everything contrary to love. Or they exalt love of self over all else, including God. And that's why they will never get by. They can't survive without you, Antarctica. They can't survive without your wisdom. You hold the power cards. You hold the power. You are the gatekeeper. Okay? It's time for you to stop being so nice to them because they are not kind to you. And if it means that we the people have to suffer a bit in order for you to bring balance and link up with the right people who are deserving of this knowledge, this upgrade, this furtherment, then let us suffer. It's for a good cause. And I don't care who don't like what I just said. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Y'all need to put your leaders in check, or else somebody else will. And whatever will be the collateral damage, so be it. You cannot have your cake after you've eaten it. Be wise about your cake. All of you who have access on the top levels in this society, it's up to you. You don't have to do every dumb thing that these people tell you to do, especially when you know better. You people in the army, you people in the government, you people in the police, you people at the hospitals, you people at the pharmacies, you teachers, you judges, you lawyers, you cadets, you Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. You do not have to do every stupid thing that they tell you, or else when time comes for the price to be paid and you are suffering as a result, you have nobody but yourself to blame. And you people already hate me in this society, so you can continue to hate me. Or you could try, because you can only try now. The time for you hating me and hurting me is over. I'm going to make it in this society and any other society that I live in, whether you like it or not, because I'm not part of this rubbish. Who's going to support me is going to support me, and who will not support me just isn't going to support me. But I, Chanel Green, I'm not part of this nonsense. You need to learn to respect other people's things. This going around the world and conquering nations and conquering this and conquering that, mind your fucking business. Look at the state of your home. And you want to go out and conquer another man's country so you can take their resources, their educational and material resources. Pay attention to your own house. Too many things are jacked up in these countries for y'all to be putting in energy and effort outside elsewhere. I'm not trying to hear it. Y'all aren't making any sense. It's time for it to stop. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all learned something from this here. I know that God said what it said, and it is so. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about this. It's going down. And it should be going down. It's time for the nonsense to stop. Those who wear the sufferer's shoes know the pain. If you're not the one put in the position of suffering, you don't know the pain that another feels. And if you people want to govern your society in a way that you raise fools, nothing but workhorses, then that's what you're gonna get. Because there are a lot of great minds out here. A lot of people who, if they were encouraged to connect to the divine, would gain knowledge incomprehensible to the rest of us. And we'd probably call them crazy until we get it, as we always do. But we are being cut off from the source of all knowledge. We are being cut off from the source of all integrity, cut off from the source of humbleness, cut off from the source of righteousness. We are being called to turn away from God, and that's why we will never rise. How can you cut off your air supply and think you can breathe? How can you cut off your food supply and think you can feed and be nourished? You're not making any sense, people. What you put into this life is what you're going to get out of it. Simple as. And me, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. And I'm gonna keep staying in the path of righteousness. For God's name's sake. I will fear no evil. Y'all are powerless when God says so. When the universe says so. The trees will come to life and bless me. The sun will smite you so that it can bless me. The wind will fight on my behalf. Do you understand me? At your own risk. I'm out.